Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Push day, 6 days out today. Exciting times. Today, honestly, I suppose it's just like any other day. So session-wise, nothing's really going to change too much. I've actually left my logbook at home, like an idiot, because we were recently just in Birmingham yesterday for the BMBF Midlands, which was an amazing show. My client Bronwyn actually took first in Masters Figures yesterday. So it's incredible. So it was an amazing day. But as a result, in the packing, I've somehow left my logbook. But that's not really a problem today, so I'm not exactly here to break any records. And that's kind of the good thing is, at the end of the day, these sessions, I'm coming in, I'm doing the same numbers every session. So when you see me writing my numbers down, I'm just writing the same thing down. It's for me more than anything else. So it will be very much the same sort of session. In terms of where I am at today, just to give you guys a little bit of a wrap up. So body weight this morning, I was 109.2 pounds, which is my lightest body weight. My body weight did come down a little bit over the last couple of days with being at the show and just with kind of like being in the final push of baseline food, but then output coming down, my body weight just started to come down more. So we've set a really nice baseline now with like low fatigue physically for me to then put in a little bit more food. So we've started with a touch more food today, 40 carb and 10 fat has gone in. So I had an extra 20 grams of carbs pre. I've got 20 carbs in my intra. So just prioritizing that around the training window. And then we're going to do a little bit of fat somewhere in my meals later on. So just to give you guys a bit of insight as to what it looks like. That's the first increment that we've made. The plan will be to kind of linear load into this week, see how I look. We'll either, linear load straight into the show with maybe baseline food on show day, or we might pull me back to baseline on, say, like Saturday if we feel as though we need to do the day before the show. But training-wise, will be push today, pull tomorrow, then it'll be rest, then it'll be push and pull again. Then I will rest the day before the show because for me, I need to just chill. I need to chill the day before the show. If I'm going to do a pump session, I'll end up doing like 15,000 steps and I'll just be stressed. I've got too much to sort. So for me, it works well to have a rest day beforehand. But that is the plan. So the session's pretty much the same. I'm sure I'll have some more bits to kind of guide you guys through as we crack on. But we will start off as usual, warm-up bits, line Y raises, crack on, have a good time.
Alright guys, so a quick update from myself on loss. So the last time we spoke, we were dropping steps. Today we dropped them back a little bit further. Over the weekend, the goal was just not have her drop too much body weight. I know over show weekends, just the general like moving stuff around, staying overnight, hecticness of the show day, looking forward to clients getting on stage, the excitement, all that kind of stuff. For her, that's a lot of like nervous and excitement energy that then gets pulled into a higher calorie output on those days. And she typically always drops, at least a pound, and sometimes in the off season, 2 to 3 pounds. So this is just a learned experience that I was like, I know, right, I need to pull the activity down and just make sure that she's not just doing too many extra steps. So that's what we did over the weekend. And then into today, we've had our first formal food increases, which I'm sure she's probably already gone through. So yeah, just a little bit of food tapered in today, both from fats and carbs, predominantly carbs though. And then the plan for the rest of the week is to kind of get to about Thursday, Friday to a look where post-workout, I'm like, yep, this is bang on where we need to be. And then use either Friday or Saturday to taper back a little bit, and then really drop off expenditure and just basically hold. So by that point, food volume will drop also off, and we'll be in a position where she's full, not too much distension on the stomach, on the tummy, keep that nice and flat and controlled, and then step on stage. I'm super excited. She's in a really good spot. It's gonna be a good look for her and a massive improvement on last time, which is all that matters. That's all that matters, and I'm super proud of her efforts the whole prep. So yeah, anyway, enough stopping us, let's actually train as well.
Not had carbs on my intra for a short while, definitely tastes a little bit nicer. It's like one of those things in prep where you like convince yourself like something like tastes really nice or it's fine, and then when you actually start having it again. I mean, I know I'm talking about having mostly cyclodextrin, but you're like, oh yeah, that kind of that tastes really nice than just having the AAs. One thing that I really need to be a bit harsh with myself on today, and you will probably need to do this with yourself in peak weeks as you get close to the shows, is actually following the changes that have been put in place, because it can be really hard, especially output changes. So like, for example, today, I need to hit 10,000 steps and not go over that. And when you've been doing 16,000 steps, it feels like you're doing almost nothing, doing 10,000 steps. And I personally, and you'll find this as well, especially if you're excited for the show, you may be like moving a little bit more and you've almost got a little bit of a swing to step, maybe even, especially if you've got more food in, but you need to slow down. Like, if the goal is to do less and drop off fatigue, you need to actually do that and adhere to that and have trust in that process. Otherwise, you're only going to have yourself to blame later if you come around to show day and you've not actually given your body the opportunity to look as best as it possibly can do. Oh. So I've got a mid-incline 45-degree incline press here. AJ's got a slightly lower one, so he just needs a little bit more pet. Same setup that we've always been following, not doing anything crazy or different, which sometimes I think people think they need to do a load of like new or different movements during peak week. But the thing is, you don't really want to be creating a load of novel stimulus, because then you're probably just going to be really sore from that, honestly, if you're doing like loads of different movements. So like, for the most part, you just need to get the same stimulus from the work that you have been doing. So even if you're training in like a different gym, which might be the case if you're traveling for a show or whatever it may be, just stick to probably like very similar movements. Even if there's like new exciting kit, follow your program as close to as it's meant to be, as your coach will have laid out for you. Because whilst it's maybe tempting to do a load of different stuff, that's, again, not really the purpose of what you're maybe trying to achieve at that point in time.
Nice.
Here we go. Strong base, let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Go fucking bar, come on then. Easy. Yes, lovely. That's it. Nice. Easy work. Come on. All you. Yes, lovely.
Stay with me. On the elbows. Line, let go. Yep. Easy. Good. Nice. Good, come on. Nice. Very good. Love.
Oh, conserving your energy and composing yourself going into sets is important all the time, you know, regardless of what phase you're in my opinion. You know, like, yes, in preps and diets, it's even more important. You've got to be smart with, you know, that battery life that you've got as such. But even, and if more so really, when you're in growing phases, like, the more energy that you drive and you waste on like doing like stupid shit through the set, wriggling around, or even before the set, like that's going to pull away from what you can actually give, and not to mention even just the skill aspect. Some people that you see who can do that and still take really good sets, they have such a high level of skill acquisition that they can do that without it actually pulling away from their execution of their set and their ability to brace well and drive force. But for most people, that's going to just pull away from your ability to execute well and be powerful. So just be mindful with the things that you're giving energy to outside of the set and the reps themselves.
I'm not surprised, like if I'm still holding the exact same numbers, I'm almost at the end body weight of this.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
Stint, so.
I've definitely in previous diets seen your pressing performance hit
way more than this. Yeah, way more than this. Yeah, it's definitely the best I've held presses.
Say that's rate of loss relative.
Huh?
Rate of loss relative.
Yeah, rate of loss is slower, yeah, exactly. Just a little bit of a quick tip. If ever you get on a press and it feels a little bit weird, like a machine or a Smith, whatever it may be. I know I've probably said this before, but just look at the path of the machine, look at where the handle moves. You always want to think about your wrist joint and your elbow joint being stacked underneath that. So like, for example, if you look at the way that this moves here, if I was here, like sometimes people get on this and they think that. No, it's also not a shoulder press, so you don't need to be like here. You generally are always going to want probably a bit of adduction to the elbows to be in a safe position. But just look at the path, think about being stacked, and that will keep you both safe and powerful. That's it, beautiful reps. Yes, lovely. Come on now. These are strong reps. Yours, power through. Power, power. Mine. Let go, let go.
I was just there for you in case you needed it.
Yeah, it's fine. Ooh.
Especially for me on like movements like that when I spot AJ. When I'm stood like this, and bear in mind I weigh 49 kilos, like I'm not really actually helping him that much. Like I physically can't. It's like people have said it on the hack. It's like, what do you think I'm overhead pressing six plates aside on my own? No. More than anything, it's a psychological thing. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it doesn't like it. A lot of the time, a spot is honestly more so just a psychological benefit more than anything else. Like they can just be there, and just you knowing that they're there or thinking that they're helping you can allow you to actually move the rep ball. Sometimes people will say, oh, that was all yours, and they're bullshitting. They took the whole rep. But most of the time, like actually sometimes somebody is just there, and just knowing that they're there helps you to take way more than things that you've got in your mind.
It's lovely. Nice. Lovely. And again. Good, 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 go, 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 go. Nice. Lovely.
Fucking hell. What the fuck is going on there?
You normally wear sleeves for it.
Yeah, I took them off.
Yeah.
It just don't feel right.
That'll make a difference. That'll make a difference.
Just don't feel locked in. the MBF business yesterday, and it was actually kind of weird, like sitting at the show. So I've been to, God, I don't even know how many shows I've been to since last time I stepped to a stage that I've not been a part of. And I was like, oh, I'm actually going to be in the show in a week's time. And it's weird because I was like sitting there, like looking at the girls on stage, and I was like, shit, like I need to be up there and have my makeup done and have my hair done and look presentable. And there's me sat in the crowd in like my tracksuit looking like a right state. And that's actually the part for me that I kind of have to like prepare myself for a little bit more mentally. Because I was saying to AJ, like, I could almost just like keep going like this day by day and not necessarily step on stage and it wouldn't really change anything. Like I love the process so much. That stage part for me, it's not like the main thing that I really think about. Like I'm actually now this week being like, okay, I need to actually think about the fact that I'm getting on stage. I need to get all of that stuff ready and make sure that I'm all good to go. But I think that's a good thing because I genuinely do really just like love the process over anything else. And I know I've mentioned this a few times, but I think that the more that you then love the process, you realise that that stage part, the competition, it is really just an add-on. Because I had a split moment where I was like, oh my God, like I'm actually a bit nervous, you know, as you would do. Like I'm going to be judged and they're going to place us. But the more I think about it, the more I realise like that placing, like no matter what it is, it's cool because it's part of the competition, but it's not the most important thing to me. It really isn't. Like this process in itself is the most important thing. This already is the most rewarding thing for me. This is the bit that I love. That's kind of like the add-on. I know that next time we film together, I'll probably have some more thoughts on that and I'll wrap it up at the end. But I think it just kind of helps you to put into perspective like what the competition part actually is, and it is just a small part, very small percentage really, of all the time that you spend bodybuilding. So make sure that like the main bulk of the actual bodybuilding process is something that you really love, because then you'll always be fulfilled regardless of, you know, how the show day goes or anything like that.
Yeah. I think it's important though, guys, if I'm honest, like at this stage, if you're like so like serious as a coach and as a partner, it's like it's an overwhelming amount of pressure. Like if you try, and obviously like when we're doing our actual check-ins, like it's serious and it's making decisions, but like outside of that, and I can be very serious, like people know that, but outside of that, it's like it's just nice to have a bit of fun, because if you're not having fun, why are you doing it, number one? And then number two, if you're having fun, you're also lower stress. So, and Loz can be one of those people as well. It's very like me. It's like very hyper-focused, and you know, it's just, which is a great personality type to be as a bodybuilder. But when it goes into almost like overdrive, you can just suck the fun out of it a little bit. So, have a little bit of fun here and there. It's important. Yeah, very good. Nice. Far right shoulder down. Good, that's better. Nice. Yeah, quality. Boom, lovely, good. It's all right. Lovely, nice. Yeah. Sorry. Nice, good. Boom. Good, yes.
All right, so that is a post-session check-in done. As we've just kind of said there, like just a little bit of an improvement forwards, and that's really the approach that we're taking in this specific peak. Is just like with the linear load and with the gradual drop off in steps, like you will just see the look like gradually improve. There's nothing crazy extreme, and we kind of touched on this in the last video as well, that like we don't need an extreme peak or anything like that. So I'm honestly just quite happy, and for me that is also very low stress, which is important. And I know I'm not going to be catching up with you guys now until after the show. So I suppose like my final thoughts are just that, yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm like letting myself actually feel just excited to present my physique and my progress, because that's the most important thing. Like I was saying to AJ yesterday, and like, you know, the results are cool and it's part of it, but I'm just so excited to present what I have worked for, to get on stage as a figure athlete. I'm actually like 15 pounds heavier than I was when I competed in 2020, so there's definitely some muscle that's been built, I think.
Some muscle.
In that time.
Like 15 pounds up on scale weight and leaner, so.
Yeah. So at my height as well, I'm below.
It's literally like all of your newbie gains slapped on your frame.
Yeah.
So enjoy saying that you're 15 pounds up, because
Next
unfortunately
time
those numbers are going to creep down a little bit. That's a bit depressing, but it's true. You're not going to gain 15 pounds of stage weight really ever again.
No, absolutely not. Otherwise I'd just be very out of shape.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But it even like that kind of shows though, because up until my first show I'd been training for like a good few years, and I thought, oh, that's my newbie gains, but I had so much more to improve from there.
Yeah.
Like so much. And that's definitely what this season shows, is like the entry level to bodybuilding versus like actually taking it really seriously. So yeah, I'm really excited to display that, and yeah, we'll just keep enjoying the rest of the week. So thank you so much for following along, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching the journey up until this point. And I will catch up with you after the show this weekend. So yeah, cheers guys, catch you in the next one.